Ladies and gentlemen, kings and queens of Enugu Metropolis, Africa to the world, welcome on board the fastest moving entertainment aircraft in the southeast. This is not just radio, this is culture and this is memory. This is a conversation that shapes generations forever. My name is Ogio, your pilot one, and this right here is Volt Express on Volt 104.3 FM. It's a Tuesday, which means intellect meets entertainment, nostalgia meets now, and global conversations land right here in Enugu. Strap in because today we're traveling from Mr. Bean's silent comedy to American streamers feeling safer in Nigeria than their own country. You can imagine that. If you've ever laughed without understanding the language, if you've ever questioned the global image of Africa, today's show is for you. And trust me, boys and girls, hotlines are open all through. This is a calling day, so don't be shy. The numbers to dial in are 0706 048 5853. Or you can reach me on 0915 570-8347. And best believe we are very much live on our YouTube Volt Express channel, where you can catch all the updates on behind the scenes happenings with not just me, but the rest of the community members who will be joining us as well live on our YouTube Volt Express channel, where everything goes down just for you. The entertainment, the music, the jollof vibes. Yes, so the numerous shout outs that happen right here. And trust me, boys and girls, you cannot afford to miss that one. We're going right into it with more music just for you on this bright Tuesday. DJ Gotaya by Jerick featuring Mint is taking the charge. Next, we have What You Want Me to Do would be coming to you by the Mo Hits crew. Also, we've got Backside by Mobad. And you know this guy, just before he left us to the other side, he was in awesome vocalist, awesome singer, and of course this song Backside just resonates that. Next we got Chandelier by Monarchy. Yes, Monarchy is coming with the Chandelier sound right here on this Tuesday. Next we got Two Shots by Mr. Drew featuring Medical. Yes, so and next we've got We Day by Mr. Easy, all the way from our Ghanaian brothers. I Love You by Mr. P featuring Tenny, Simi, and Tama Braxton will be coming to you as well. Odogu Abro guy named by Mr. Raw also be coming to you because, you know, Ibo Amaka. And yes, so Blessings featuring Orisha Femi by Young Six would also be hitting you right here today on this wonderful Tuesday. And yes, we're still in the month of January celebrating the new year. And if you're still in this festive season, let me know what's cracking across your vicinity. If you've come back safely from your travels, let me know right here on Volt Express because we're taking it up a notch. And I'm seeing some amazing people right here joining us on our YouTube Volt Express channel. Big shout out to Cecilia. We're going right into the dance floor at this time so we can catch the groove and of course come back to enjoy all these amazing topics just for you and I on this wonderful Tuesday. Are you ready? Let me hear massive energy around the city at this time. Yeah, so happiness is indeed free. I'm happy that you could join us today, Sissy. I just have body movement, though. I don't know how to dance. I don't know how to dance to save my life. I just know how to move on the chair like this and like that, too. Is that one dancing? I hope you're enjoying all the songs and more. If you have a song you'd like me to play for you, let me know, all right? Yesterday, I hope you heard your song as well. How Are You, My Friend by Johnny Drill was played yesterday. If you have another beautiful song you'd like to listen to today, let me know. And I'll be playing it just before we go right back into the show. And of course, kickstarts this wonderful day. All right, On the Mood by Chike will be coming up as soon as Backside by Mubad is done. And yes, so na better song we they request like this. So you're gonna be dancing, you're gonna show me all those moves. All right. So you said body movement is part of dancing. The real dancers in the community will disagree, oh, because you need to stand up and exercise your muscles left and right, yeah. So I don't know how to do all those ones. I just know how to clap my hands left and right, and maybe raise it up like this, like Unwachine Kembokwa. Mfeya nenu, feya nenu. Yes, so yes, that is all I know how to do. Anyways, I'm super happy y'all can join me. Super happy you can make out time to join me. And of course, listen to this amazing music, which will be coming up right now. On the Moon by Chike. Let's go and dance. Are y'all ready? We're about to go right in. Don't tell them how much fun we've been having behind the scenes, all right? It's been so much music going down. I'm still noticing a lot of people are dancing. Let's take it right to them right now. You ready? All right. Okay, my amazing people. Yeah, so Oluwa is definitely showing us lots of love today and, of course, blessings that overflow. Just like what's happening with Rowan Atkinson. Abi? Now my Igbo tongue make me pronounce that name like that too. Anyways, people are asking the question, who is Rowan Atkinson at this point? And well, if you watched the very wonderful and formidable silent comedy series, Mr. Bean, yes, that is the guy who we're talking about today. Rowan Atkinson is not just an actor, he's a comedic architect. Born January 6th, in 1955, Rowan Sebastian Atkinson is a British actor, comedian, writer, and producer, but more importantly, he is one of the few humans in history who mastered comedy without words. You can imagine that. This guy made us laugh without even saying a single word. All he did was make a fool out of himself, push expressions to our faces, and let us know that comedy can be more than just words, right? These are the kind of things we love to enjoy about our comedians and, of course, actors who show initiative. Also, his academic brilliance is something to really, really admire. He studied electrical engineering, attended Oxford University. Well, it means this is a man who understands systems, timing, precision, all of which he injected into comedy. You know, say no be small thing what they do for this industry now. Also, the teaching point is that this guy went from not just showing us that comedy can make us laugh, right? He also showed us a very good side of comedy that we appreciate so much, which is comedy is not stupidity. The best comedy often comes from the most intelligent minds, which is Rowan Atkinson and what he has managed to show us over the past 3 decades of constant comedic relief. Yes, so my amazing people, now the question goes to you. Does comedy require intelligence or madness? Call me right now and let's get talking. The numbers to dial are 0706 048 5853, or you can call me on 0915 570-8347. Oh yes. Today is a legend's birthday. And of course, just like today is Rowan Atkinson's birthday, I suppose there are numerous people in our community who are also celebrating today. And guess what, boys and girls? If you have someone in your family you're willing to send a shout out to or let them know how special they are, and of course, the amazing things they've been through with you, and of course all the times they've made you laugh, today is the day you should send them that warm greeting or felicitation that would brighten their day. And yes, I mean by sending in a token of 3,000 naira chickly money to send out a warm shout out to the rest of those amazing people who've made your 2025 a remarkable year going into 2026. Well, we're already in 2026. It's only right that you would want to let them know how special they are to you. Well, going right into it, Mr. Bean, who is the silent global language. A lot of people didn't know his real name was Rowan Atkinson. Well, Mr. Bean is one of the most successful fictional characters in human history. And why Mr. Bean was different is because almost had no dialogue. His heavy use of facial expressions was one that really stuck with us. His physical comedy rooted in human behavior, and of course, a relatable stupidity that reflects real life mistakes. You just know this guy comes on your screen and instantly a lot of faces get brightened up. Not just because he's saying something meaningful, but the expressions he puts out. I mean, look at the way he tends to roll his Toyota tortoise car. You remember that very green like lime car he always pushes around everywhere he goes that seems to give him trouble every single time. When he stops on the road, the car decides to break down, and then he shows off this remarkable expression on his face that just screams comedy from one ear to the other. And yes, my people, this guy has not just done this year, he's done it for 3 decades. And of course, it aired in over 190 countries, understood by children, loved by elders, and no language barrier was noticed in that comedy relief. You could be in Enugu, Tokyo, Brazil, or even the Atlantica at this point. When Mr. Bean will still make you laugh. Yes, he will definitely still make you laugh. When he comes on the show, everybody just goes on a pause from everything they're doing to enjoy Mr. Bean's special comedy. And yes, so this guy has been doing this for a very long time and also starred in numerous other movies. Also, I want to know from you, what Mr. Bean episode lives rent-free in your head till today? If you're a very big fan of Mr. Bean from back in the day and you remember all the amazing episodes he has managed to produce in the past few years. Let me know what your thoughts are. And I know a lot of you don't know this, but Mr. Bean comedy series has just one series. Yes, it's not an elongated series that has season 1 to season 10 like Game of Thrones or your favorite Stranger Things or your favorite series out there. This guy has just one series with remarkable episodes that continue to run through history as one of the most iconic runs in movie and of course comedy history. Yes, so also for movies and major works he's also participated in. There's so many of them, and number one on my list is Mr. Bean, yes, which is a TV series and movie as well. He also went on to give us the cartoon part of Mr. Bean. You imagine that? This guy figured, you know what? It's not enough to give these people something to remember me by, right? By giving them wonderful episodes in the first series of Mr. Bean. He also went on to replicate that in cartoon form. And yes, so for the kids out there who enjoy some very good humor and of course wonderful pictures showing emotion, this Mr. Bean is one you need to finally catch up with, because this guy is just funny for no reason. He made me laugh. He made a ton of people I know growing up laugh. He made numerous fathers, mothers, children laugh. You can imagine that. A guy comes out from a car and nothing is wrong with him, but he does one thing and the whole neighborhood just loses it with laughter, right? That is exactly what Mr. Bean did with that is exactly what Ron Atkinson did with Mr. Bean. Also, he did the Ultimate Disaster movie, which was a global blockbuster, of course, grossing numerous fees in box office and of course across the globe. Johnny English was another movie he also directed and co-acted in, which is a spy comedy franchise that went global just as much as the rest of the movies he's done. Also, he did the Johnny English Reborn, and yes, so Johnny English Strikes Again. This guy and Johnny English, they have a covenant together. Anyways, this guy went on to do Love Actually to show us it's not just the Johnny English movies he's good at, he's also good at portraying a love language bigger than comedy itself. Also, The Four Weddings and a Funeral was another very great movie I think you'd love very much and you need to spend time to watch whenever you have the chance to. Next is The Lion King, and he was the voice of Zazu. A lot of people don't know it. Zazu is the bird that was flying up and down when Simba was born. It was like the messenger, yes. Zazu was the messenger for Mufasa and of course his queen, and he went on to do that iconic role. We all know the role Zazu played. He was one of the most instrumental characters in Lion King, continues to be a voice for stewardship and of course numerous other people who are growing up to watch the Lion King franchise as well. Also, Ron Atkinson didn't box himself into one character. He built a universe around his image and of course his branding, which is an important factor to take notes with. Is Johnny English funnier than Mr. Bean? A lot of people are asking that question because there seems to be a lot of comparisons. You know, younger generation will not understand how good Mr. Bean is or his real name, who's Ron Atkinson, is till they watch either the Johnny English movie or Mr. Bean. But for those who have watched it, right, I want to know what your thoughts are right here today on this beautiful segment of Volt Express. Is Johnny English funnier than Mr. Bean? Let's settle this right here today, because this is a Tuesday for debates, healthy debates, and we're talking about our legends who are doing great things. And on our list today, giving a warm shout out to Rowan Atkinson. If you're in the UK and you're tuned into Volt Express at this time, better know that we love everything about Rowan Atkinson, and if he can hear this, he better know that Enugu loves him just as much as we do, and OGO loves him just as much. So if you're going to give us a shout out, make sure that Rowan Atkinson directs that shout out right here to Volt Express. Also, for awards and global recognition, this guy has gone on to achieve. There's so many milestones he has achieved in his lifetime that we can just applaud. So many flowers to hand over to Rowan Atkinson at this time, like the BAFTA Awards, the Golden Globe nominations, the Commander of the Order of the British Empire. Wow. Named among top 50 comedians of all time. You can imagine that. But here's the real award, right? The Cultural Immortality he has taught us over the years. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be taking our first caller for the day to find out what's happening in Enugu, and what episode of Ron Atkinson's Mr. Bean really left a good memory in the voices and of course in the minds of our amazing people out here in Enugu. Let's go. Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon. What's your name and where you calling from? Is who? Okay, Udo Chuku calling from Enugu. How are you doing today? All right, Udo Chuku, your network is a bit muffled. Can you call me back as soon as your network can clear up? All right. Please ensure to get clear network and, of course, go out from a noisy environment if you're in one, and ensure that your radios are reduced so that I can hear you and there's no feedback getting back to me. All right. I want to hear your voices clearly, just like you hear my voice clearly, because it's a wonderful day. And, of course, I'm super excited that you all can find time to call me right here on Volt Express. As well, we're going right into the lessons that Rowan Atkinson has taught over the years, which is awards validate skill and, of course, culture validates legacy. And like my questions go, right? I've asked two questions already. I'm hoping that someone out there can take charge and answer this one as well. Who is Africa's Mr. Bean? Okay, this one has to be one of the toughest questions I've asked so far. And of course, I want to know who makes you laugh without even trying. I have a couple of names out here I would like to name, but your opinions are just as important as me letting you know who I find funny. All right, so let me know right here on 0706 048 5853. Or you can reach me on 0915 570-8347. I await your calls, and of course, to whoever answers these numerous questions I've thrown out here today gets a prize, the first New Year prize of the year. Yes, so yes, so. Also, in our pop culture and global collaborations, Rowan Atkinson has influenced a lot of people, a lot of cultures, like the modern physical comedians, meme culture, skit creators, silent comedy revival on TikTok and Instagram. Wow. Also, he has collaborated with huge brands like Hugh Grant, Steve Martin, Hollywood and British comedy elites. The list runs long. Trust me, boys and girls. Also, for modern relevance, this guy has also not failed to appear. He is in every skit created today. Every skit created today owes Mr. Bean a debt, whether they know it or not, including Nigerians, right? A lot of Nigerian actors, Nigerian comedians also might have gotten a few lines from Mr. Bean, just like Clean the Drunk's expression, right? Clean the Drunk's iconic expression, I feel must have been gotten a bit from Mr. Bean. And of course, he also, utilize that one in a way that translates to his own brand. And of course, we love that about all our creators, right? Turning something as iconic as Mr. Bean's expression into their own original expression, which is a good thing. Yes, it's definitely a good thing. And of course, we'll be taking more calls right here on Volt Express. Let's go. Hello. Good afternoon. What's your name and where are you calling from? Who? All right, Kamsi from ESBS. Welcome to the Volt Express. How are you doing today? All right, and we're talking about Rowan Atkinson today. You remember who that is? Amazing, amazing. All right, I was afraid that you might not know that person. All right, so which of the episodes he has done so far has stuck with you, and what role do you remember him for? All right, the animated series was really something special, right? Okay, okay. I'm sure Mr. Bean must be listening across because we have numerous people from UK tuning in at this time. Would you like to give a shout out to him? Go ahead. Big shout out to Mr. Bean all the way from Kamsi at ESBS. That's amazing. All right, my guy, what kind of song would you like to hear today? You've been excellent this morning. All right, Fun by Rema will be coming up as soon as we go on the break. I hope you have your dancing shoes on. All right, my guy. You're very much ready for today. Oh. Go ahead, go ahead. Go ahead. Ah, Sabinuske. I had a feeling somebody was going to say Sabinusha, but it's fine. Why do you feel Sabinus has a resemblance to Ron Atkinson? Sorry? I said, why do you think Sabinus has a resemblance to Ron Atkinson when it comes to facial expressions? Okay. All right, because they make people laugh. And of course, Sabinus is a very, very funny character in himself. All right, my guy. Well, we have fun ready to rock and roll with you as soon as we go on the break. Thank you so much, Kamsi from ESBS. Eagle B, sure guy. All right, my amazing people. Yes, so we have our first caller of the day. And of course, I am delighted that he could answer that. And he knows exactly who Ron Atkinson is. It's just like yesterday when we were talking about iShowSpeed's African tour. And a lot of people seem to have been puzzled and confused in some sense, wondering who iShowSpeed is and what influence he has on the global scale. Well, today we're talking about another icon who has shaped what comedy is in Africa and, of course, put smiles on numerous other people who have also looked up to him. And, of course, Kamsi was able to give us a very clear answer of which comedian has a resemblance to give them that sort of enthusiasm when it comes to comedy. And he mentioned Sabinus. Big shout out to you, Kamsi, again. And yes, so big shout out to Sabinus. Big shout out to Rowan Atkinson. At this time, let's go right into the dance floor because these amazing songs would not play themselves. And I'm ready to bust the dance floor with my new dance steps. I know you're ready as well. Let's take it up a notch with Fun by Rema coming right now to you. Next, we have Musa Keys with Selema Popo. And next, we have 10 over 10. Now, you know how the vibe goes with Neotosi. And next, just before you asked, I decided I was going to do the honors and give you Japa by Naira Mali. You already know what time it is. Change Your Mind by Burna Boy featuring Shabuzi will be coming on as well. And Jogodo by Techno will be letting us know how today supposed really be a day of party after party or a day of continuous energy all through the day. Let's get it up and get it on. Are you ready, ladies and gentlemen? Get your dancing shoes on, get your dancing clothes on, clean and fresh, and hit the dance floor right now with Fun by Rema. Hey, hey, George. How are you, George? Yes, now I can talk. I did very, very active. Just enjoying this very beautiful music I'm playing out here. How are you? So good to hear from you, bro. Happy New Year. I hope you've been having an excellent 2026 so far. The year smells like good health, lots of money, and of course, continuous happiness in your life. Happy New Year to you. I hope you went home and you ate all the rice you can. Because this year is looking like a Semu and Onubu year. Eh? Solid enjoyment. Follow you. Eh, you focus on paper. Did you focus on nature? All right, we're going right back into it right about now. Oh yes, so my amazing people. When I don't hear them now, Shakabulizi is about to be a very, very much glorious year and a Shakabulizi year, and of course a lot of easy things happening this year. And just like Marvel and Davido said, right? They kicked off the year, the Ember months last year with Shakabulizi, went on to do Galorizi, and yeah, so this year is very much looking like a 26 easy. What are you not telling me? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're still on Rowan Atkinson's birthday, and of course this guy is an icon, a legend, a knight of the British Order, and well, a pop culture phenomenon as well, right? And well, Rowan Atkinson influenced a bunch of numerous comedians, actors, lifestyle influencers, comedians who have also stuck out their neck to give us timeless comedy. And this is some of his achievements, right? He's influenced modern physical comedians, meme culture, skit creators, silent comedy revival on TikTok and Instagram. He has also collaborated with Hugh Grant, Steve Martin, Hollywood and British comedy elites. Y'all need to start watching movies, right? Because all these names I'm calling, I see Nkoli and Nkechi out there looking at themselves. I'm wondering, what is this guy saying? Anyways, so the hotlines are still much open out here, and the numbers to dial are 0706 048 5853. Or you can reach me on 0915 570-8347. Call me right now. Let us get talking easy. All right. You already know what time it is. It is Volt Express out here on this wonderful, wonderful Tuesday. And yes, so we're in the first Tuesday of the month, or in the month of January. And yes, so it's going to be such an amazing time going forward. There's just this sense of belief knowing that this 2026 has a lot of goodies for us, right? And I'm so excited to share that with you. Also, going forward, I want to know what you think about his impact so far. Why do humans laugh more at silence than speech? Also, is Mr. Bean a mirror of human foolishness? Would Mr. Bean survive in 2026 cancel culture? What do you think the answers should be? I've asked a bunch of questions out here. The only person who has done his due diligence to answer me and, of course, give me his time is Kamsi all the way from ESBS. Big shout out to you, Kamsi. You are officially the caller of the day. Yes, so for those still wondering and figuring out how to use the cell phones to reach me here on Volt Express. Anyways, we'll be hoping that you can make time out your busy schedules. I know work has resumed for most of us. And, of course, we're hoping that it's not such a busy schedule for every one of us out there. Numbers to dial are 0706 048 5853. Or you can reach me on 0915 570-8347. And if you're just tuning in to Volt Express from around the globe, around the city of Enugu, you are very much welcome. And of course, your calls mean a lot to me right here. Also, we're diving right into DDG says he feels safer in Nigeria than America. Okay. A lot of people asking the real question, right? Who is this guy, DDG? Why is he so popular? Why is he in our country in the first place? And why is he partnering with numerous streamers and artists as well? Well, DDG, whose real name is Darrell Dwayne Granberry Jr. Wow. What a name to go by, right? He's an American YouTuber, streamer, rapper, entrepreneur, and of course, former partner of Hailey Bailey. Yes, the very Hailey Bailey, who was in Nigeria some time ago and partied all day long with Burna Boy. Yes, that's Hailey Bailey. Also, his cultural impact, he represents a ton of internet-born celebrities. Yes, if you see a lot of people recently carrying microphone, doing Get Ready With Me, who is sleeping by 7:30 and they're live streaming the person and pouring water on the person, just know that it was DDG, Darrell Dwayne Granberry Jr., who influenced this trend. And well, one of the pioneers of YouTube as well, who crossed over to music, and of course he's continue to be the voice of Gen Z reality, right? Also, we'll be taking more calls right here to hear from our amazing people across the globe. Let's go. Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon. What's your name and where are you calling from? Jenny, the lover girl from Abani. How are you doing today? Hello? All right. I'm fine as well, Jenny. Why are you sounding down? Are you okay? Is what? Okay, you have used drink and wound yourself. Oh, you went to the village. All right, tell me all about it. The village is what? Oh, okay. You didn't want to get sun kissed. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, now you're catching my attention with the palm wine. Go ahead. All right, and very hot what? Oh, Obadioku. Oh, wow. Okay, okay. Are you back from the village or you still in the village? You're coming back tomorrow morning. So you're listening to me from all the way from where today? Where are you listening from today? Hello? Jenny the lover girl, I'm stressing my ears to hear you, my dear. Please call me back and make sure that it's clear, all right? I feel it's the village breeze. You know, Hamatan has just started, and I feel that's what's hindering us from communicating properly. Anyways, please call me back on 0706 048 5853. Or you can call me on 0915 570-8347. We'll be taking more calls right here on Volt Express and hoping that the Hamatan does not hinder us from listening to the amazing people of Enugu at this time. Oh, well, we're going right into the cultural impact that this guy DDG has managed to pull over the years. And of course, he represents, like I said, internet-born celebrities, one of the pioneers of YouTube, music industry crossover. And of course, he's currently the voice of Gen Z reality. And yes, well, he made a very bold statement yesterday that captured the hearts of most Nigerians and of course, Africans alike. He said, I actually feel safer in Nigeria than in America. And this was because he mentioned that in Nigeria here, he feels loved. He feels like the people treat him like one of theirs. We treat him like brothers. We treat him like not just colleagues or entrepreneurs. We treat him like family, which is something he admires so much. But in America, he also compared the fact that he could step out on the streets of Atlanta or Chicago and get robbed. And that was one of the things he said he loved about Nigeria, that he's been in Nigeria walking around with his gold chains, so ice chains, and for some reason he's been looking for somebody who's going to act the fool, and not for some reason he's been in the right circle, right? And spoke about how other artists in America sometimes can get envious about how many gold chains, how many cars he's riding in. But here in Nigeria, we don't look at all that. All we want to do is party, have fun with our girls, and of course, turn up in the clubs and have a wonderful time, which is all part of what he's in Nigeria for. And yes, this is all part of his outreach to collaborate with other West African streamers from across the African continent to also let the world know that Africans are not just people, right? They are not just a culture, they are an entire talented breed of unimaginable creatives right here. And well, DDG has also said Nigeria's food is one of the best things that has ever happened to him, because I think Wizkid over the period he was around had a ton of caterers give him our very much welcomed egusi and semo. Yes. So I'm just hoping that the chef who prepared that meal was able to do a good job so that he does not go back and, gives us snare campaigns. And well, we're able to put him on the right path with our jollof rice. And yes, so introduce him to some very nice suya kebab, Abi. And yes, so he went on to drink our native nkwacha and said, you know what, he's no longer going back to the United States, that there's a lot of envy in the air over there, and he's just proud to be part of Nigeria's culture. And yes, this is after a few weeks after he realized that he had some parts of him which resonated with Nigerian descendants. He said that he's at least 25% Nigerian, which is enough for him to claim his rights right here in the country, and of course part of us in the global scale. We'll be taking more calls right here on Volt Express to hear what our amazing people have to say. Good afternoon. I greet you specially. What's your name and where you calling from? Ezanwoli. This one your voice changed today. What's happening now? Hey, you don't go drink all the hot things really out there now. Hello? Hello, I didn't get that. Yeah, so you don't see I'm now me finished man for Nkwobi and palm wine. What can we do, Kwan? Party after party, Abby? I noticed it as well, oh. And I'm wondering, all these locations coming out, why person know they invite Volt Express? What's happen? We know small again, oh. Who is our secretary? Make Cecilia no catch you. Abby? Okay, you're making sense. All right, all right. And Ezawale, how are you feeling today being a Tuesday? What are your thoughts going into the week? Mm. Hello? Yeah, so we don't come, say we don't come. And how are you feeling about the Hamatan breeze blowing left and right at this time? Well, hello. Since you say kissing, please kiss responsibly. Oh. Eje kwana kissing ke gana says 10 days. It's up be here kissing. Biko kwa. All right. Mm. Yeah, so Makandi will be there. I go shopping. It's nothing. Yeah, so all right, and we're talking about Rowan Atkinson at this time. You remember the guy who played the role of Mr. Bean? Today is his birthday, and we're going to be well commiserating with him on his birthday, and of course, listing a list of achievements he's done and milestones he has created for himself over the years. What are your thoughts about this guy? Yes, Mr. Bean. Yes, sir. It is sweet you. Wait till Mr. Bean do you now. Ah. Ewo. Abby. All right, I think one of the movies he has managed to do since last year is Johnny English. I very much feel that you enjoyed that one. Yes, now. Yeah, Now so. Now so it's supposed to be true. All right, since we're celebrating Mr. Bean, what kind of song would you like to play across the airwaves at this time to, wish him a happy birthday? All right, what kind of song would put you in a good mood this afternoon? Party After Party, and which other song? Okay, Who's That Girl by Rema and Ayestar. We have played a Rema song, but I might just compromise and play you this Who's That Girl. All right, I'll play Who's That Girl by Ayestar and Rema as soon as we go on the break. 3K. No, you have 2 more slots to go. You want to take over our DJ equipment? Send our 5 songs, okay? African Queen again today. Who are you dedicating this African Queen song to? Yeah. Wahala. All right, go ahead. All right, I'm going to be playing you Who's That Girl and Party After Party by Big Thrill. An African Queen. You and this African Queen. God help us, so we go love you. All right. I just the observe now with one eye this year. A lot of them don't they prepare to hijack our queens to the altar, but as well. Oh, now don't do meeting now. Make I know they chop jollof rice again, Abi. I did with you now. All right. Just before we go, right? Before you say our cook, please make sure you're assigning somebody with that duty, right? So that it doesn't seem like all the achalugos in the community decide to go and cook and then we overfeed and I waste money. Yeah. All right, Ezawuli. It's been fun chatting with you. Of course, we'll be going right on into the break at this time. Thank you for joining us today, and I hope to hear from you as soon as we come back. And who's that? Yeah, so Choma Esther Mommy Radio, a number of them who we've not heard from in a while. Angel, there are lots of them. I've done a couple of shout outs, and I hope they can at least reach out to us. I think most of them have been busy. All right. When we come back, we'll do the shout out and hope that they can, let us know what's happening with them since last year. All right, Ezamoli. Thank you so much for reminding us, okay? We'll be going on a quick break and coming back. Ego B. All right, my amazing people. Yeah, so you've heard it from the king of enjoyment himself. We're going all the way today with African Queen, Who's That Girl by Ayestar featuring Rema. Sorry, African Queen is by Two-Face Idibia, right? If you're just listening for the first time and you're wondering who's African Queen by, it's by Two-Face Idibia, an icon, a living legend. Next we have Who's That Girl by Ayestar featuring Rema, another wonderful Afrobeats duo who are doing crazy numbers on each top-end streaming platform. And of course, Party After Party by Big Thrill, which is set to give us a mood to dance all the way this wonderful Tuesday. Yes, so we're turning every day into a party center on this wonderful show. And next we've got Lover Boy This one is dedicated to Ezanwili because you have not told us what's happening with African Queen. All right, Loverboy by Nasboy will be coming up. And next I got Am I Wrong by Nico and Vince. Talk about irony, right? And poetry. Next, we're going all the way with Bad by Niho featuring Omale. Join me, ladies and gentlemen, because Niniola is also going to be joining us on the dance floor with Look Like Me. And you know now, when Niniola comes into the party, everybody just stands up and gets their groove on. Are you ready? And just before we go into the dance floor, right, I'll be playing some commercials where you can learn about what things are happening in Enugu and what things interest you so you could shape your mindset and, of course, decide on what businesses you will be promoting in the year 2026 right here on Volt 104.3 FM. I indulge every one of you who are business owners to promote your businesses. It's very important. We have over 5 million people listening to us across airwave. It is important to let these 5 million people know that you are existing. Your business is top class. All right. So, so we do not do serere here. We take you by the hand and introduce you to the world, which is our duty. You know, it makes me happy when you people are making progress. Anyway, join me right now as we go into African Queen by Two-Face Dibia and then play you some commercials regarding things you need to know in Enugu City. Let's go. I'm happy y'all could join me on this wonderful, wonderful outing on this wonderful Tuesday. Thank you so much for joining me. See you again same time tomorrow. And remember, we have numerous contents for you on the Volt Express channel. Stay safe, stay jiggy. Happy New Year. Mwah, mwah, mwah. It go be.